Now we're going to make the map with the points showing the Ramsar convention sites. So again, we need to upload some new data in Google Drive. So I go Create, More, Fusion Table, and choose File. Here's the data. It's in a comma-separated values file. Fusion Tables has recognized that the separator character is a comma. And I'm going to change the character encoding to auto detect. That should ensure that any accents or unusual characters will appear correctly when the table's uploaded. So next, just take a little while to do that. Yes, column names are in row 1. And next, and finish to complete the import. And there's the data in Fusion Tables. Now, there are a couple of bits of formatting I need to do with the data here. If you look at the designation date, you'll see the formats are inconsistent, so we need to fix that. Also, if we look at this column, which I think is the total area of the site, these big numbers don't have a comma separator in them, and that's something I can add as well. So we format columns under Edit and Change Columns, and this dialog box comes up. So the first one was the date, so we can select a format for that, and I'm just going to select the common date format there. While I'm here, I'm just checking that latitude has been recognized as a location. That's important for the mapping. And then I'm going to go to the total site area in hectares, and I can alter the format there to pop in a comma for the thousands. Then when I hit save, the data are all nicely formatted. Now we can see the points on a map. So I'm going to click Map of Latitude here. Again, I may need to drag it down a little bit, and there you can see the points are on the map. Okay, so I'm going to format the information window as before. Click on one of these points and you'll see again that needs a little bit of work. So Tools, change information layout, information window layout. I don't think I need the latitude and longitude. People can see where it is on the map. I'm just going to have those 3 fields there, and I don't really need to do so much reformatting here. I'm going to add some extra carriage returns after the site name and the date, and I'm going to change this total site area, and then I'll write hectares out in full here, put a carriage return after that, and save. And there, that looks a little bit better. Finally, I'm just going to change the color of the points. So Tools, change map styles. Again, we only need one icon. I'm going to make it yellow. I think that'll give a good contrast with the other map, make it easy to see. Click Save, and now our points are in yellow. As before we embed this into a web page, we're going to need to make it public. So I click on Share, I go to change and public on the web and save. That's done. And then again, as before, the information about the table is here under File, About this table, and that includes the encrypted ID, which I mentioned before. So now we need to combine the two maps we've made as separate layers in a single online map. And we can do that at a website called the Fusion Tables Layer Wizard. Here it is, and there is a link to this website in the accompanying handout. So I need to go back to each of my two maps. First, the map of the number of globally threatened amphibians by freshwater ecoregion. I need to collect some information or a link about each one. We do that under Tools and Publish. This dialog box appears, and you'll see there's a couple of entries here. The one at the bottom we're not going to use here, but if I was just embedding a single map, you can copy this bit of code, which is an iframe, after selecting the width and height that you want. And iframes can just be popped into the HTML of your website and the map will appear. But here, for the Fusion Tables Layer Wizard, we're going to copy the top link, go back to the Layer Wizard and paste it into there and put the layer on the map. I'll just scroll down a little and you can see that the layer has appeared. Then I go add layer, and I'm going to do it again for the points this time. So go to that map, Tools, Publish, copy the first of those links, go back to the Layer Wizard, paste the link in, and put the layer on the map, and you see the points have appeared as well. So scrolling down, you'll see we have options to set the size of the map. Mine was 900 pixels by 600. We can update the map. Let's just scroll down and look at it. I think that zoom level's about right, but I have options to change it if I want. And I position the map as I want. I'm just going to scroll back up again. We could style the base map by basically removing features from the base map if they're showing through and getting in the way. We can make it brighter or more grey. I'm not going to do any styling here. I'm just going to keep scrolling down, and then at the bottom, this is HTML and JavaScript code, which if you save this, if you copy it and paste it into a document and save it as an HTML document, it will give you the map. Now we're back in the finished map, and I'm just going to view the page source for that. So you can basically see that this code is now in there in my HTML page. A few things I want to show you here. You can see basically that's the code for the first layer, that's the code for the second layer. Now with the Fusion Tables Layer Wizard you can add 2 layers, but you can add, I think, up to 5, and to do that you're going to actually need to edit the code manually, but you should work out how to do it from this. These entries here, the from, colon, and then a string of letters and numbers and other symbols in quote marks, those are the encrypted IDs that I showed you earlier. So if you're editing this code manually, that's where the encrypted IDs come in. And there were just a couple of other things that I did with this web page. I added a legend, which is in some HTML there at the bottom, and just a little bit of styling to position the legend as well.